This $100 custom Lego military minifigure is banned.
Oh no!
Despite there being an extensive and expensive Lego military market, Lego just will not make them. Back in the day, they would make Outlaws with revolvers tucked into their pants and actual 6-cylinder revolvers themselves. They would later make historical figures with flintlock muskets and pistols, and even make World War II German baddies.
Are we the baddies?
That's right, Indiana Jones sets have German North Africa Corps soldiers. But the Lego company draws the line at accurate weapons and ammunition, outright banning the likes of BrickMania, BrickTactical, and BattleBrick weapons and ammunition. Even going as far as to nerf their own Lego police force, now giving them radios instead of any kind of weapon.
But why?
But this Lego general has had enough. He's sick of all the radios and crappy weaponry, and he's gonna go to the Lego black market and purchase banned Lego weapons to rebuild the barren walls of his Lego arsenal. The general heads outside, where the first order is being airdropped in as we speak. Multiple Lego compatible military grade airdrops have landed from BrickTactical.com. Let's check out what they sent us. We're gonna start ourselves off with the tan military crate here. So first of all, we can go ahead and rip off the parachute top and dump out the contents. And ooh, we got some high quality guns. We're starting off with a PDW, as well as what looks like an MP9 with an extended mag, I believe. We'll go ahead and start off by putting our SMGs in some nice positions on the wall here. And it looks like BrickTactical has sent us an assortment of pistols. But these are actually pretty special looking pistols. The slide is pulled back, so I guess maybe he's in the middle of reloading or checking the chamber, something like that. And we've got the same thing with a 9mm right here, the other variant being a Glock. These actually will look so cool on the wall pulled back like this because it's actually like safer. Well, I don't know if it's safer. And what probably isn't safe is this extended mag. How many rounds are in that? 50? It actually reminds me of this old AK-47 he sent us a while back with a massive extended mag as well. I just feel like these weapons would be jamming all the time. But probably a bit more reliable of an assault rifle here is just a classic AK-47. This one right here is maybe one of the most detailed I've ever seen. Beautiful wood finish and custom painted all over. This one's too beautiful. We're locking it away inside of our gun safe here so no one can steal it. And if they do try and steal it, well, our collection is coming across quite nicely. Home defense should be no problem. Now it's time to pop open our green military case, which has an assortment of weapons and military grade tools.
Tools! Duct tape, zip ties, and gloves! I have to have my tools!
We've got a couple of these military grade tablets and iPhones, very durable for command when in the trenches. He also sent us this beautiful C4 explosive remote, so when you go ahead and put a breacher round on the door, you can set it off at a safe distance.
Bomb has been planted.
And on the off chance in a combat zone you find yourself outside of a crashed helicopter, there's this nice survival flare gun you can shoot up into the air. And if rescue never comes, you might need to break out your toolbox and use your assortment of dual molded tools such as the hacksaw, the hammer, the pliers, the wire cutters, etc. here to attempt to fix the rotor. Although that seems really hard. You might just be stuck here. Sorry, buddy. I think a solid place for all this equipment would be right in this little crate here, easily accessible. It doesn't have to be under lock and key. Now, BrickTactical didn't just send us an assortment of weapons and ammunition, he also sent us some personnel in the form of some elite law enforcement. The first agent to arrive is from the FBI.
FBI, open up!
Spoiler, they're all from the FBI. As you can see, this FBI agent is pretty decked out with all the equipment he could possibly need for any sort of Waco situation that might happen on his watch. But our boy here didn't arrive in the SWAT truck alone. We've also got ourselves a female special agent here. Let's get her out of that plastic trap. She's definitely geared up, but not quite as armored up as our FBI agent back here. So maybe she's running communications or crowd control, or potentially taking sniper positions. And our next trooper here is in the same boat. This is an FBI counter operative, and again, he's not quite as geared up as our red fella, but he does have himself a silenced weapon here, so I'm thinking maybe he's doing stealth operations. BrickTactical.com really has spoiled us with some incredible minifigures. Hey! Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. I had my Raycons in. What are Raycons? Well, I'm glad you asked. Raycons are incredible, noise-canceling everyday earbuds. Their latest model is absolutely incredible, with a 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. And like I said, they are noise canceling, meaning you can drown out all of that horrible noise when you're at work or at the gym with the sweet sounds of gonk. And if you're on the fly and you forget to charge them the night before, that's okay, because 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery life. Not to mention, they fit super comfortably in my ears. When I'm editing at my desk, I tend to listen to a lot of podcasts, and these earbuds make it very comfortable to do so while also drowning out the street noise below. And when I'm just doing chores around the house, they never fall out, even when I'm bending over to pick things up. So go to buyraycon.com/DaleyBricks to get 20% off the best-selling everyday earbuds brought to you by Raycon. Link in the description below. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. Now let's get back to the Legos. For comparison, here is one of Lego's Lego City Police with his walkie-talkie. Yeah, Lego is never making the dude on the left. That's why these are banned minifigures from the Lego company. Now, why don't we go ahead and lay down our operations table console map over this way, and then we can go ahead and have our FBI special agents surrounding this bad Larry, strategizing for whatever operation is ahead of them. Now, we didn't only get weapons from BrickTactical, we also got them from BrickMania, and more importantly, we're going to have some more military minifigures in the mix, so our boy here, the General, is not too lonely around the Federal Bureau of Investigations. This is the BrickMania ModCom Squad Pack. This puppy includes 2 minifigures. And these 2 minifigures cost us $95. This entire video's budget is blown. But they're awesome! Firstly, we've got Shepard here from Modern Warfare 2. And it really doesn't get much better than BrickMania quality, including the best custom painted 44 Magnum of all time. Bro looks immaculate, but not quite as immaculate as his juggernaut friend right here. He's got the Get Some armor right there, which has 360-degree detailing all around. And let's be honest, this is 10 times better than the Battle Brick Get Some armor. I mean, it's just leagues better, except for the price tag. Oh my god. Then we also have a custom camouflage painted machine gun here, and the ammo box actually does pop on out of there, so you can have our boy reloading with his heavy weapons.
I am heavy weapons guy.
And again, these guys blew the budget, so only bought one other minifigure from BrickMania today, the Cold War US Rifleman. Now, I specifically purchased this guy because he is the only way that you can get this incredible Cold War era gas mask. Specifically, these saw the most use in the 1980s, but beyond that gas mask, the figure itself is detailed like crazy, with a nice custom painted M16A4 with underbarrel attachment. You know this guy can survive some serious chemical weaponry. And something actually came free with purchase, the Wunderwaffe crate. This is of course from Call of Duty Zombies, however they've included the BrickMania symbol right there and the BKM initials right there. And if you go ahead and pop this thing open, the top actually has like a little screaming zombie guy in holographic right there. And of course you get the wonder weapons from Call of Duty, including maybe the most detailed ray gun I have ever seen in Lego. I mean, look at that thing, man. And the Wunderwaffe DG2 right here. The detailing is immaculate, and these little wonder cells here, they don't actually pop out of the gun, I don't believe. Yeah, no. But you do come with a couple of extras right here that you can have the minifigure hold to reload the weapon. This is one of the greatest free with purchase things I've ever received in my entire life. We've hung up their machine guns on the wall here, as well as the pistol going in the pistol section over here, and the BrickMania military is now developing a strategy at the command post screen. We can also go ahead and make some room for the wonder weapons over this way, which nicely divides the room from the military leaders and the riffraff over here. Sadly, most of the walls of our arsenal are still fairly barren, so the general here is gonna do a little bit of online shopping and make some purchases from BrickWarriors. Or, well, a lot of purchases. Yeah, we have a lot of weapons. First things first, we have their brand new over-molded double barrel shotty, baby. And this thing is quite literally perfection. The detailing on it is immaculate, but it gets better from there. BrickWarriors does this thing called Warrior Relics, and essentially, with every single new release like this double barrel shotgun, they release weird molded combos of it. So we've got a gunmetal variant, a swirly cyan blue variant, a kind of demonic red and black one, could be an underworld shooter, as well as turquoise. Let's put the overmolded variant at the top there, and the others we can go ahead and put inside of this barrel. Lovely. We've also got this cool minifigure Glock called the Block 19. This is potentially the most detailed Lego Glock I've ever seen. The dual mold is god dang near flawless. The one thing is it looks like these Sidan Toys ones, which actually the hammer gets pulled back, which is really cool. This one doesn't do that. However, because it's stationary, it's a little bit more detailed, so it's a trade-off. Can go ahead and clip this sucker in right next to our revolver right there. It wouldn't be the United States Army without a little bit of deforestation.
Knock, knock. It's the United States of America, and I hear you guys got oil.
We got ourselves an overmolded chainsaw, baby. I did have to buy a Warrior Relics version of this because they were out of stock of the regular. However, I think it looks really cool in this sort of tie-dye orange and pink. Now we can face the zombie threat. I also stockpiled a ton of their non-overmolded weapons, which I'm excited about because these are a lot cheaper to buy and there's some very cool variation. And just because they're not dual molded doesn't mean they're not super detailed. We got some new military helmets with ammo clips at the top, gigantic rocket launchers, and of course the missiles that go with them. However, it doesn't quite fit in.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Aha! That one does. Let's go. Or if you want something a little bit more compact, we got a working RPG right here, which again, you could go ahead and stick the missile in the front. This is not our only heavy weapons.
Nom nom nom, nom nom, moist and delicious.
We also have a new flamethrower variant here. So you need to equip your guy with a backpack to hold all that flamer fuel. And we've also got ourselves a nice little gas mask here so you don't breathe in all the fumes. And then you got your flamethrower itself. And what's kind of nice about these BrickWarrior flamethrowers is that the nozzle actually has room for you to stick a little bit of the flames. Ooh, our backpack broke. No! The Flammenwaffen!
Hans gets the Flammenwerfer.
Something you gamers might be into is actually they just released a line of Fortnite weapons. These are really detailed. Here's the SMG right here, and then you've got yourself the assault rifle, which is based off of a Scar H, pump shotgun, and I forget what this is called in game. I think it's just a grenade launcher, right? But it actually does load the ammo clip in there. So not only does it look pretty cool, you could also spin the barrel. BrickWarriors also produces some heavy ordnance in the form of mortars like this one here. So we do have to do some assembly. Some assembly is required. You just got to peel off these things and then figure out how the heck this goes together because there's no instructions. Well, that was pretty easy. And actually, I believe that large missile I was trying to fit into the RPGs fits into this. It might just be a mortar round. Or it could be for the Big Daddy. British Piat from World War II. This sucker could kill so many tanks. And there's a nice little slot here for the rocket. And I think that's actually what it's for. It took a little figuring out, but we got there. And in case your boy's bleeding out due to a Costco glizzy incident,
I'll bet they won't have it. Wow, they have it.
you can hook your boy up to a nice military stretcher. BrickWarriors does come in clutch with the weaponry, but if we want working weapons, then we better look at our equipment shipped to us from Sidan Toys. The legends in working Lego weapons. Our first crate from them right here is going to be all SMGs. These are their brand new SMG modular systems. Now this is the base of the SMG right here, pretty plain. However, you'll notice you can take one of the SMGs and equip it with one of the silencers that they include, and you get yourself a silenced SMG. Not only that, this tiny little thing is actually a hollow sight. And there's a tiny little notch in these where you can go ahead and click in the hollow sight. So you can basically customize these SMGs to be however you see fit. The other type of modular SMG they have would be this P90 here, which isn't super modular. Basically, you can just reload off of the top where the magazine goes in. You can slide it in and out. So yeah, not that elaborate. Things do get a little bit more elaborate though. Nope, that's the same box. Things get a little bit crazier in our second box here, where we have a modular M249 machine gun and a modular crossbow. This modular crossbow is pretty cool because not only can you use it as just a standard bow, but you can also go ahead and click it into the base here and have yourself a crossbow. And then you can attach this little nub here to be an iron sight. As for the M249, go ahead and slot in the ammunition to the side, equip the bipod, and Heavy Weapons Man would be very proud.
Moist and delicious.
We've filled out a lot of the walls with these various weapons now, but you can see there's these little shelves here where you can put helmets. And a while ago, I found these little faces from BrickLove. They're actually technically glow in the dark, but they also work perfectly as dummy faces. So we could go ahead and like take the helmet here, slap it on, and then place them throughout here as mannequin heads holding the helmets. Pretty cool way of spicing up armories. And of course, this whole space is going to need some armor. And Sidan Toys has started packaging these brand new armor packs here. So theoretically, if I understand it right, these should have all the components to turn a regular minifigure into a soldier. This one in particular is a Navy SEAL. And yes, there's a lot of stuff here, so let's take George in his sweater here and turn him into a Navy SEAL. This kit is actually incredible for modern army building because not only do you get this guy with both a modular SMG and a modular heavy machine gun. You can see with the SMG you can remove the foregrip here and it actually has a laser sight on the side as well. He also comes with a pistol holster that also holds a grenade and a knife on his backpack. So he's already kitted out, but then it comes with a target for target practice, these 3 additional helmet variants, an assault rifle, and a little walkie-talkie. This kit is loaded with equipment, and I'm happy because I also bought the police tactical unit gear. This fella does come with a little bit less spare equipment, but the equipment he does have is incredible. A full face gas mask, in case you gotta use a little tear gas, a PP Bison, as well as a nice clear riot shield, and he comes with 2 extra weapons, a shotgun, and this, which apparently is a grenade launcher according to the pamphlet that came with this, but it looks a lot like the T-21 from Star Wars. Although I know they used a lot of actual weapons in reference for Star Wars weapons, so maybe it's that. So now we can go ahead and set up our target in the base here in case anyone wants to do a little target practice. And we'll have our 2 boys having some banter right here. I think the general has done a pretty good job filling out the space so far. I think there's some empty spots where we can put some extra filler. That's where Brick Warp comes in. These guys pretty much exclusively do printed Lego, and I bought a boatload. We got some various versions of these crates, which just look fantastic for military mocks. We've also got these fun little floppy disk files, which is funny because a lot of the US nuclear system is still run on floppy disks as of today. We desperately need an update. And then there's some of these custom painted white phosphorus canisters. These are just so detailed. Then we've got these C4 bomb charges, which are based off of the CSGO bombs.
Bomb has been planted.
And of course, all of this was paid for with some fake Monopoly money. Our war room is looking pretty stacked, but it would not be a banned Lego video without us building a working Lego gun. This time around, we're building a Talk Mock, and this is of course fake Lego. And this time around, instead of BBs and things like that that's been shot in the past, or stud shooters, This one fires rubber bands. This might actually be my favorite of all the Lego guns I've built. This is a Glock here. You can see there's actually stickers on it to keep the pieces together, which is a common problem in previous mock builds I've done of Lego guns, because when you fire them, the bricks separate. But with this big sticker, it actually fixes it. Does look a little bit worse, but it is what it is. So just base gun right here. You take one of these long rubber bands, stick it on her, you pull this back, and you let her rip. Yeah, it's really underwhelming. This thing has the worst firepower of any of the Lego weapons I've ever built. However, it looks fantastic and comes with attachments. So first of all, there is a magazine here, and you can see that they put a little yellow piece for like the bullet. And so that actually just slides right on in there, and then you go ahead and you push this in to keep the magazine in so it can't come out, and you push the release there to put it out. And then another feature, you can cock this back and then lift this up, and the gun, well, it broke. Lift this up and the gun will stay cocked like that, which is kind of nice, and you can lower it and it releases. There is also an underbarrel attachment, which you just click in, you flip this lever, and boom, you've got yourself a tactical flashlight. Really, really cool feature, and the fact that it's an attachment so you can detach or reattach it is pretty awesome. There's also a nice little hollow sight here that you can stick on the top, and it actually does aim, but the problem is you can't use the rubber bands when it's on there, so that's not great. And the final attachment is this massive drum mag, which again, yellow for the bullet right there, clicks right on in there, and then this sometimes doesn't hold because it's much heavier, but a lot of the time it actually does. So it's just really cool, man. This is definitely the coolest Lego gun we've built in this series yet. Now for the giveaway. My cat's joining us for the giveaway, but we're going to be giving away this assortment of BrickTactical, BrickRaids, and BrickMania minifigures to you guys. All you gotta do is hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Oh, my cat. Oh my god, what are you doing, son? Dude. The favorite thing you saw in this video, or what Lego weapon would you guys like me to build next? Boy! Lazy!